1 to join the meeting.
There we go. Risha, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Sydney, your case manager. Allie's on here too, which is your RN, and then we do also have our manager, Camille, with us.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Hi, Brisha.
Hi.
Okay, so I know I first wanted to touch on the questions that you had for Allie. I know you had some questions about the nursing role with eye care. Do you want to start with that, or is there something else you want to start with?
You can start with whatever you want.
So,
Okay.
Rachel, this is Camille. The RN role is pretty gray. So if you could ask us any specific questions that you might have, then we'll be able to answer those questions.
I don't understand what that means, what you just said.
Oh, sure. So the RN role, I mean, there's a lot of different things that the nurse does with eye care. So wondering if you had any specific questions you would like to ask so that we can kind of start where you want to start with our answers.
I think where the confusion was that she's a nurse, and then after I had, what's her name, Jen talked to my doctor about getting the signed medication list, you kept asking me the same thing over and over about who should do it. When me and her, we went to a doctor's appointment and sat with a doctor for 45 minutes and asked her already to do that.
Okay, so you mean the question when I asked if you would like to reach out to the doctor or if Allie would, that question?
Yeah, because I've been telling everyone for the last couple of months that I would not like to reach out to anyone.
Okay, so our program, Brisha, is strengths-based, and we always want to go by what your preferences are since you are our member. So I asked that from a place of legitimately wanting to know if you were the one that wanted to reach out and advocate for yourself or if you wanted our RN to do that. But from here on out, I will just assume that we will do the reach out for you.
Yeah, because me and Jen already reached out before you asking me if I wanted to do it again.
Okay, and I was not aware of that at the time. Appreciate that clarification.
Yeah, and Brisha, we did receive that signed med list, so I am going to be working on your referral for the medication delivery. So I just have 2 questions for you with that. Do you prefer your medications to be delivered in the morning or in the afternoon?
I don't have a preference, but I do know that during our meeting, someone said that someone was going to be filling my medication, so I thought that the person who was filling the medication was getting the medication.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Risha, it's Sydney. So we will have somebody fill your med box, and I know that was something that Jen and I had talked about potentially getting either home health in for or talking to your caregiver to seeing if she would be able to do that. As far as your medications, Allie's going to set it up where they'll get delivered to your home, so nobody would have to pick them up.
Okay, so those are 2 separate things.
Correct. So your med box is different than your medication delivery. Because Allie's trying to set it up where the pharmacy just brings it to your house so you don't have to worry about picking up the vials of medication.
Okay, so am I going to know what day they're coming? Like, how would I, like...
Yes, well, how that works, Risha, is I will send the referral form to Guardian Pharmacy, and they will ask me if you want your medications delivered every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks, and then they will let me know when the first delivery is, and then I will call you and let you know so you know when that is happening.
So controlled substances can be delivered every 2 weeks?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, okay, because my pharmacist would not let me pick it up but a certain day, which was weird But anyways, okay, so
Yeah, if for some reason that they can't be delivered every 2 weeks and it's every 4, you would still get enough for that time period. But I will follow up and I will find that out for you.
okay, so the caregiver today that came for an hour, she came over and she was having trouble like finding my medication probably because there's about 80 bottles in like my cabinet, and maybe she just didn't understand, but this box, it's going off in the morning and it's going off at night and there's no pills in it.
Okay. Would it be easier if we sent a med list to your caregiver?
I mean, you can do whatever you want with the caregiver, but you guys picked people who don't even that speak foreign language to be my caregivers.
I mean, I can switch your agency that you work with.
Yeah, 'cause yeah, I thought that's what was happening when she fired me the first time.
Oh, I didn't even know that you were fired.
Yeah, I sent everybody an email saying that Molly fired me. And then someone responded back, well, Sydney, could you find a different provider? And I thought that was going in effect because since then, I think I've seen 3 different people. No, I've seen 2 different people, but they've only came 3 times since you set them up. And they're supposed to be doing 2 days a week.
Okay. I don't know if I was just not included in this. I do not recall any of this.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, so you probably missed it. But somebody else, Camille or somebody emailed you back asking if you could get a different care provider.
I'm going to look back in email because I don't know. 1 second.
But that's okay, Brisha. I can work on getting you. I'll just switch you over to a different agency.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, it's fine. Because there's something wrong with that lady. Because today I asked when was the next time the girl was coming, and she said she's in Africa, and I said okay, well just she was like, I can find you another person, but she's already found me 3 people already. They just keep switching them out. But the one guy never came, and I just said just forget it. I'll just let them know to find a different organization again, and then I blocked her. And then the girl who said she was gonna come every Wednesday and whatever, she said she can come here, but she came here for an hour and then she left because I don't feel good because I'm not taking my medicine like I'm supposed to be taking it, so I can't get up.
Okay. All right. I will reach out to a different agency. And then I know I received an email from, I think it was Jen, maybe not though. I received an email from somebody that you guys had talked about caregivers.
That was Tara. She's talking about the one that the supervisor said today was in Africa, but she wasn't in Africa. After I told her, just forget it, I'll switch to a different place that's reliable. Then the girl contacted me and said she could come today. She came for an hour, and she said, if you don't need me to do anything else, I'll just leave. And I said, if you want to, that is fine. And she said, I'll come back. She said, I'll come back on Wednesday. And I was like, whatever.
Interesting. Okay. So are you okay with the Tuesdays and Saturdays then?
Is that a new time?
Or did you prefer Tuesdays and Saturdays, or when that's the time that I set up. It was Tuesdays and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't really care. Because I don't have anything on Tuesdays anymore because Jen stopped. She quit.
Okay. did also want to touch on the meals, Brisha. So Jenna told me that you don't like the meals.
What meals? Which ones? You're still sending the boxes of meals that are frozen through the, what are those people called?
And that through Homestyle Direct that Amelia set up for you. So that was canceled, and I did get confirmation that it was canceled.
Oh, okay. Maybe they just sent out. When Tara was here on Tuesday, she said, "Don't get angry, but there's a box on your porch of meals."
Yeah, so they said that they sent out one more box, and it was already in transit, so they couldn't stop it.
Oh,
but
okay.
That will be the last box that you get. I did cancel those.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So do you like the hot meals that come?
No. I mean, no.
Do you want to try a different place, or do you want to just cancel them all together?
I guess you can try a different place.
Okay. And then, Brisha, do you have any other questions that Allie or myself can answer?
No, I think the only question I was asking was what is her role for helping people at iCare? Because I don't see where am I supposed to, what is she supposed to be helping me with?
So
I'm going to have you answer that one if you're okay with that.
yeah, sure. So the role of the RN care manager is care coordination, not hands-on care. So that's kind of where there's a lot of confusion. The RN care manager here coordinates services. So like that med box, the RN coordinates. The RN, like Allie, is coordinating with your pharmacy to get your medications delivered. Let's say that we have someone who needs a walker. The RN coordinates for someone to get a walker through a provider. So it all depends on the needs of the specific individual. Are there things, Brisha, that you would like to request and don't know if they'd be part of what we cover?
Well, I was just wondering because about the whole fax thing, and I think there was something else I was asking, and then about before that I can't remember what it was, because I went to school for nursing and I kind of know the role of a nurse, so I was a little confused.
Oh, yeah. Nursing here in a managed care organization, our insurance company, is a lot different than floor nursing.
No, I know, like, I understand what you're saying about that. Like, you're not going to be handing me my medication or going through a MAR. I think you're saying you're supposed to be doing more like office work.
Like care coordination, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who is supposed to be doing the nursing, like the care nursing? My caregiver?
So what kind of hands-on nursing care are you in need of?
The same stuff we talked about during the, what is that thing called? Assessment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nurses like help with making sure medications are being taken and stuff like that.
So medication administration does not require RN oversight.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's a CNA or a person like me who used to pass pills. I'm asking who is supposed to take over for me now that I'm not able to do that anymore.
Okay, so
because I've been missing doses of medication, overdosing for quite a while now, and I'm trying to figure out now that these services been put in place and I'm still not getting help. It's a little weird.
So the med box is what was put into place to help you take your medications as scheduled.
But it's empty.
Yep, and we just realized that today. So that definitely will need to be filled. Would it be helpful to have your medication list so you and your caregiver could fill the med box?
Will she know how to fill the med box?
We can definitely ask her if she'd be able to, but usually...
Yeah, you could ask her because the guy who set this up said that the nurses know how to do this.
Okay.
I'm not sure
We can definitely check with...
what that means, but yeah. And also, this thing has been going off, and they're supposed to call me, so that probably means they don't have my number.
You mean the med box provider is supposed to call you?
When you don't take your medicine, they take note of it, and then they call you. But I haven't been getting any calls, so that must mean they don't have my number.
Yeah, they may not have the right number on file, so that's something we might have to look into as well.
Brisha, I just sent an email to VRI, which is the people that kind of oversee your med box, and just confirmed that they had your right contact information on file.
Okay, yeah.
And I did send your corrected contact info too.
Okay. I did notice that it has a key on it, and I lose things. So this is going to be interesting.
Well, once we get a caregiver in there, we can have the caregiver who's filling your med box, they can put it somewhere where they know where it is, and we'll just keep it there going forward, so that way there's not a problem or concern of losing the key.
Mhm. I can't remember. What was this call for?
Just to touch base on everything.
Oh. I can't remember
And I know that
everything.
you had
It's so much stuff I can't
were-
remember.
I know. I get it. We just wanted to touch base to make sure that any questions or concerns that you had were being addressed. And I know you had questions for Allie as far as the nursing role goes. So we just all wanted to kind of touch base on all that.
Okay.
If there is not anything else that you need or nothing else that anybody else wants to talk about, Brisha, I will give you a call on Friday next week to touch base again. Maybe Allie will be on. It all kind of depends, but we'll touch base with you, and I'll kind of give you an update on what I hear back from VRI, as well as where we're at with your meals and your new caregiver. But the agency, I did let them know that you wanted Tuesdays and Saturdays with the times and all that good stuff. So I sent everything to the new agency with your preferences. Once I get an update, I'll keep you posted, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Is there anything else that you want to touch on before we hang up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, well then just let us know if anything comes up. Otherwise, I will give you a call on Friday next week.
Not Friday next week. All right.
Alrighty, well I hope you have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Brisha.